Hi everyone, this is Barb Price, and I put together this logic model for a project that I'm working on in another class that I'm taking this semester. And I work in the College of Nursing. I'm very interested in nursing education, and I found an article about nursing university in Asia and what they did to improve. They were trying to improve the communication skills of nursing students before their first experience in a clinical setting with psychiatric patients. And the students were very nervous. So this activity was put together to help them prepare them. So what they did was they introduced mobile technology, and by having the students role play some different conflict settings and communicating with each other in this role playing, but there was a control group that did not videotape anything, and then the other group, the experimental group, they videotaped each other, and then they watched themselves as they reenacted these different scenarios of conflict resolution. So I am, possibly interested in, trying to duplicate some of this research here at the College of Nursing, possibly in the communications course here. So in looking at my logic model, there's the inputs, and in the research project, students all had smartphones. Here at the College of Nursing, everybody has been given iPads with the video clips feature. So other inputs, you would have to have their communication instruction, learning content, video instruction, and funding to pay for it all from student tuition. Activities would be the actual role playing, and students would videotape different scenarios that they role played to resolve conflict and then turn those in. Those videos would each be scored by these different, on the outputs, the Global Interpersonal Communication Competence Scale and also the Adult Emotional Quotient Test scores would be used then to assess. The first one is specific different areas of communication skills, and the last one is their emotional intelligence, which is also very important in nursing. So those would be the outputs, and they would be, evaluated to see the impact of using the mobile technology. So the short-term outcomes would be the improved communication skills and the improved emotional intelligence, better prepared for nurses, hopefully will be better prepared for clinical instruction. The long-term outcomes, improved nursing care for patients, improved communication skills, and improved emotional intelligence for the nurses themselves and overall their own personal overall health too. So trying to wrap this up, I think there are many benefits to using the logic model. I found it very helpful for me just to get a bigger picture idea of how this would work, what it would look like. For once if this was being implemented, it would be very important to help everybody understand, stay on the same page, stay focused on who's doing what and the timeline and the workflow. And it could also help with the evaluation questions. By just looking through this and talking through it, I know I had a lot of questions come up of different ways, different test instruments and different methodologies that could be used. I think a logic model would always be useful in any evaluation design. It was just so helpful for so many reasons, and it's so versatile. So I also wanted to discuss test instruments, test materials. In this particular case, it would be the scores from the test, most specifically would be evaluated. There could also be interviews might be very helpful at the end to talk with the students about, how they felt the video and the role playing helped them, and also to help other clinical instructors that are working with these students after they've been using this mobile technology. Are these students better prepared than the previous students who came to them who didn't have that type of learning? So thank you both. Thank you all very much for your time. I look forward to hearing your presentations.